maybe it's not up all the way yet. Hey. I should be good.
I don't have much experience with it.
Hello?
Howdy, howdy.
Why isn't my...
Can you hear us, Jill?
Yeah, Lauren, I can...
There's the two beautiful women. How are you?
Good.
Good.
My tower is the only speakers I have, so it sounds a little crazy.
Yeah,
I should get me some speakers, I guess.
probably. Just tell IT, they'll get you some.
I know, I need to tell them. If I have my headset on, it's not bad, but you know.
Right.
Well, Debbie, you went on another good trip, I see.
Well, unfortunately, it's because my friend's mother died of COVID.
Oh,
So been back to my hometown. So it was good. My birthday part was fun, but the part helping my friend was going through her mother's stuff. That wasn't fun.
no, that would not be.
And my uncle died the same week. So it was a rough week.
Dang it.
Yeah, 2 of the COVID deaths were very close to our family.
Wow.
But I guess it's the circle of life.
Were they older?
One was 70, one was 75. While they had some, some underlying conditions, neither of them do I feel like they were, lung related but they both didn't survive more than a week or 2 after they got COVID.
Wow. I didn't think I was going to survive my first shot.
Yeah, I had the first shot. I had nothing. It was easy. It was better. It was easier than the flu shot.
Oh, I had rough.
Yeah, some people do. You just never know.
Swelling of arms, all that fun stuff.
Oh,
It was.
I guess it just depends,
Yeah.
My dad's 82 and he had the Moderna. He had nothing. He's 82. I expected him to be down and out and he wasn't.
My parents both got the Pfizer and had nothing. My mother-in-law got the Moderna and got sick on her second shot. My husband got Pfizer and has had nothing. And I got the Moderna and got hit the first round. I'm really excited to go get my second shot.
Who knows?
Gotta watch the waiting room. People keep joining and I'm missing them. I don't know where my boss is. I guess he'll show up.
Hi, Laura. We didn't say hi to you.
They're saying hi to you.
Oh, yeah, I wait.
Oh.
Just a public service announcement. If you got this Feed Utah,
Yeah.
I just worked at the food pantry today. The need is great. If you any amount, any number of cans at all will help, alleviate a lot of people who's got some
Yep.
stuff going on.
I do a lot of with Tabitha Way.
Yeah, I do too. I work at the North Pantry. I worked 5 hours today for them.
The gym.
Yep, I'm the Wednesday chickie boo. I'm actually on the board of directors of Tabitha, so.
Oh,
Kenna and I are board members.
I just deliver things there to them when they ask or what they need.
Oh, we need all of it. Thank you. That's very kind.
So.
All right, Stephen is tied up for a minute, so I guess we, Ashlie, I think we.
Can you record?
I can record. Thank you for telling me that. No.
Yeah, for some reason it won't allow me to record. I don't know why.
Do you know where you go to record?
Yeah, but when I do it, it hasn't let me for some odd reason.
Oh, mine says it's recording.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Okay,
yeah, so we'll wait. We're still missing the Bleyls. Do you want to should we get started?
how many members have we got right now?
One.
I mean, there's 13 people in here, but
So we have Ashlie, Debby. Let's see, I'm trying to find non-lit. Let's see, so
I actually don't vote, so I'm
yeah, so
non-voting.
Ashlie, Liz, and Kiersten. And I
Cat's
think-
here.
and
I mean,
Kat's-
you can start, we just can't approve the minutes right at the moment, but we can go back to that.
Sorry, I don't know how to switch my name on here.
Okay, you're fine. So we have 1, 2,
How many do we need? It seems to me
3,
like we have enough.
4 or 5 on. So
If we
far.
have 5, we should be good.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I think we're good then.
Okay.
Both
Oh, yeah,
Wolves
there's
are on.
Katrina. Hi, Katrina.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 5 on. We have Kiersten, Liz, Kat, Ashlie, and
Yep, we're good to go.
Hey,
Okay.
is there a way to approve the minutes if there wasn't minutes sent? I don't know.
Well, I sent you
The link.
The link.
The
Yeah,
link?
I read that. I just didn't know if it just needed to be okay. So
but unfortunately, the recording wasn't attached this time. We forgot to record it actually. And so that's why they looked a little different.
okay. All right. Well, we will get started then. Can I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes of February 17th?
I vote to approve the meeting minutes of February 17th.
Thank you, Kat. And the second? Anyone second? Can I second it?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can. You
Oh,
can.
I'll second it then. And then all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Any
Okay.
opposed?
Any opposed? Sorry. Gosh, I'm gonna get better at this, I promise. Okay. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here, everybody. We're gonna quickly go through some things. Without our full team here, this is kind of gonna prove a little challenging, but that's okay. I think we can still do it. Are we gonna start with Heath? Is Heath on? I think I saw him. No?
He's not.
No, he's not on. So he can't give us our Utah County Health Department update. Does anyone have that?
I have not heard. It sounds like we're moving forward with everything as far as I know, but I haven't heard officially. But we're just talking about the parade today, so I think that that's the plan, is to continue to move forward. So
Okay.
I also think a lot of things will be as mask mandates go off and as, you know, as more people get vaccinated, we'll have more direction, but it may be another month or two before we know for sure what that's gonna look like.
Okay. All right. Let me
I
see.
think Steven's on now.
Is he?
I am on under Kenna's name.
Okay.
No, that's
coming.
awkward.
So yeah, Stephen would be the one to ask if he knows the latest.
Well, oh, I was gonna say, put your face on so we can
I-
see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like faces so I can actually see you people. Like I
I
love
know.
your,
It makes a difference for sure.
it does.
Like sitting in a conference room with bags over our heads, you know?
Okay, Stephen, have you, I don't know you, if you were just on, if we have any more further on Utah County. just
No,
as
no, I
is?
think we continue to go in the right direction. So I don't think there's any reason we change anything.
Okay.
We're going. And so as this was the day, the drop dead date, if you will, I think we stay committed to June and plan whatever we can and be ready to adjust if we need.
Okay. Do we have, and I got thinking about this a little bit, do we have like a theme of this year? I know that we in previous years have had a theme. What is our theme?
Yeah, Kiersten came up that we were going to use it last year and then everything changed, but
Okay,
this is where you belong.
okay, okay. I didn't remember. I think I missed that in the first meeting. This is where you belong. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, do we have, I don't know if we have Shelly on. Do we have Shelly on?
Not so far that I see.
Okay, I don't see her either. So do we have anything on? Oh, good. I need Pete. Good thing he's on now.
One thing, couple things with them.
Okay.
One thing, Adam Robinson from the Sarah has agreed to MC the event.
That's right. Okay. Yep, I saw that. That's fantastic. Okay. There we go. I lost it for a second. Okay, boutiques, that's me. I think we're just rolling forward. Pete, I don't know. I don't have access, or maybe I do, and I just don't know how to get access to if people are signing up. Are we looking forward? What's going on there?
Yeah, let me take a look at that real quick, see where we're at.
Okay.
But I know they've been coming in like crazy. Let me grab a total number for you.
Okay. I've had some people reach out by email saying, I want the same spot as last year. What we decided to do is do the outside borders again as the premium spots and charge more, and it's going great. It did last year before everything went crazy. So I'm hoping that those were my first ones that filled up last year. So I'm hoping that goes again.
We have 42 signed up so far.
Okay.
For this year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So people are excited to get back to getting things normal, right? So I think that they're excited to come back and get things started.
No,
Okay,
I think you're right. There was an article run in the Daily Herald, and then we had kind of shared some things through social media, and it was 100% positive on coming back and doing it. So
yeah, agreed. Okay, so I think we're rolling forward with that. Everything's going to be, we still have, we're going to have the same amount of spots and roll forward with boutiques. So that's doing great. Let's move quickly to food vendors. Do we have Tim or Jim on?
We have both.
Okay.
Yeah, we're both here. Tim,
We're
do
here.
you want to go ahead, or do you want me to go
Sure.
with it?
I'm good either way. I can do it.
Okay.
So far, we've had 44 food vendors show up to the applications online here so far, and that's quite a few. We're doing good there. We
Hey,
do need
Tim,
to know.
in a year we're low on sponsors, we may need to find a way to accommodate all of them.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. We'll cram them in there. Shove them in a corner somewhere. I do need to know if we're having the carnival or the parade. That kind of determines what we're having for our prices for the booths and stuff for their spots. That was kind of a question that was brought up with Wallabies wanting to be a sponsor. We need to know what the cost will be for them to do that stuff now with all the events going or not going.
So right now we are planning to do both, but perhaps one of the things we do is if for some reason the county comes in and says you can't, perhaps there's a different price. But right now we're planning both.
Okay. So we'll go forward with that. It's just as a regular price as the $700 for a spot, and then the $2,000 I think for a food vendor for a sponsor. Is that correct?
Yep. And how many spots are we looking at?
We have 20 spaces total, not 20 vendors. So however many the spaces are, how many people want to buy 1 or 2 spaces, we'll have to count that out when it gets closer, but 20 spaces.
And how many of them are we doing as sponsors for?
I'm not told on that yet.
That's what we did. That was what our plan was going to be last year.
Okay, I'll write that down.
So I will go ahead and tell Wally that they can, if that's okay, for 2,000.
Okay,
So they will be one of our sponsors.
okay. And then that will close on April 16th. It was the deadline on that one too, so we're still gonna let her open and see what comes in still.
And will you and Jim just kind of fill those spots, or did you need the committee's input, or what do you think?
Yes.
I think Tim
Go
and
ahead,
I can go ahead and fill them. We might, when it's all finalized, might run it by the committee just to maybe get your thumbs up.
Okay.
But we're both familiar with working with the majority of these vendors and kind of have a pretty good idea who's good to work with, who isn't, who's popular, who's not, that
Okay.
type of thing.
Tim, I think the only thing, and you did kind of mention it, is that we are sure to let the committee have kind of that give their approval that we're good with those vendors and it seems like the right mix, things like that.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
May I ask who's on? It says Lehigh, Utah, Cedar.
Nate Black, I bet.
Oh, that's Pete.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's me. Sorry,
Okay, I'm just making sure. I didn't know who it
my
was.
Zoom
Thanks,
account is
Nate.
kind of tied to something else.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Tim and Jim. Let's go into, is Sallie with us today? I don't know if I see her.
I don't see her on.
Okay. Any word on anything with the crafts and entertainment?
Yeah, we are, just one thing that I do know, Home Depot is holding off right now. They still have not gotten approval to move forward with kids events. There's also an issue with lumber shortage, so they're having a hard time getting what they would need. So we may not have Home Depot this year. We'll know. We're supposed to reach back out in a couple of weeks to them. Even if we do have them, they'll probably have half as much as they've been able to do in the past just because of inventory situations. But that's one thing I know.
If that's the case, I guess, because Sallie does two things. There's a lot of activities she coordinates, and then there's the crafts. If we can't do the Home Depot and given the labor shortage, I wonder if there's interest in perhaps just foregoing the crafts part, but still doing the activities.
Well, I think
Like
we
the
could-
scales and tails and those things?
Yeah,
instead
the
of-
juggling, the scales, the tails, the magicians, and things like that.
Yeah, prior to getting Home Depot, we did crafts. I mean, usually there's 2 days of crafts. One is Home Depot crafts and one is our own crafts. Prior to
Okay.
Home Depot, we did 2 days worth of crafts. So I guess whatever Sallie would want to do there, but we've always done our own crafts. It was just a few years ago, we got Home Depot involved on that first day.
Okay.
Yeah, they do parents do like those crafts.
Is
Okay.
it busy? Is it normally?
It's crazy. It's
Very
pretty
busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my grandkids, that's one of their favorite parts. So if it's not a Home Depot craft, it's fine. It could be a craft of any sort.
Yeah.
Or
So
an
last
illustration.
year, I just remember Sallie at the very end of, she had boxes and boxes of crafts and stuff. So I wonder if we're kind of just reusing, some of the things that we've done in the past. I don't know. So
I think she has, we had quite a few things left over in 2019. So I think she has quite a bit of inventory anyway.
Okay.
That she can use, but we probably, if she ends up having to do 2 days worth, we'll probably have to buy some stuff, I'm assuming.
Okay.
But I think she said that she had everyone, she told me, this was like a month ago, she told me that she had scales and tails and everyone, the only thing that she hadn't secured was the face painter yet. They weren't willing to commit yet.
Okay.
Because of COVID. So that was I think that's the one thing she said, but everything else, the balloon tire, scales and tails, I don't know what juggle nuts or whatever she's doing, but that's what she said.
And I don't know if we're hung up on one face painter because I usually have 4 or 5, try and get a space in boutiques. So I wonder.
Yeah, I think she was looking for someone else as well.
Yeah. I'm just saying if we're hung up on one and they don't want to come, we do have probably other options.
So that's what I think she told me last month. So.
Okay. Awesome.
So my question is, why Home Depot? We also have Lowe's here in the city. Could we go to Lowe's if Home Depot can't provide crafts, or maybe have crafts from both Home Depot and Lowe's? Maybe if there's a lumber shortage, they would each provide half.
I mean, we could reach out to Lowe's, it's just that Home Depot's been our partner for the last 3 years, so we just hadn't, I mean, we hadn't gone that route. We were just waiting for them, but we potentially could if Home Depot doesn't come through. So.
Okay, we'll look into that. And we'll reach out to Sallie and see. Okay, we don't have the Whittakers with us. I don't think.
No, we don't, but we did have a call this week with Rev Road, who's the sponsor of this. So I think we're in a pretty good place there. We're planning, they wanted to do, so a couple years ago, if you remember, we did the bounce houses, and it was brutal. And they don't want to do that either. They really like the chalk art and just like kind of the chalk the block of all that. They thought that was good.
Best meeting.
What's that?
Tim's just talking. There you go. Keep going.
Come on, Tim. That'd be like surfing the web or something when somebody's trying to.
Embarrassing.
So the chalk the block. We do have Wiggy Wash is going to come bring their kids car wash where you kind of ride the bike through the spraying thing. So they're going to do that. The cars will be there. We'll do the food. They are going to bring
food this year.
What's that?
What's the food this year?
Well, so yeah, that's a good. So we've done the hot dogs and chips and drinks before. They wanted to some extent maybe add one more thing into the lunch, like something more. Last year they felt like the popsicles were, since they weren't included with the lunch, a lot of people didn't see them and it just didn't really get out. So something that we could like make a part of the lunch. Now their preference would be to do kind of the catering style like we did 2 years ago, as opposed to the bag lunches. I just don't know if Utah County would give us that option.
I don't even know if we want to go that option. Like we had lines for days with that option versus
that's true.
Take and go. And that
this one we didn't really ever have a line, huh?
We never did. We never ever did. They grabbed it and they went, and it was awesome.
Yeah. So, and maybe all we do is we get a nice packaged cookie and put it in there with it or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Before we partnered with Trader Joe's and they donated a whole bunch of cookies or.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, we could again have a committee bagging again, and I'll actually show up this time on time. So who knows?
The missing link that we've last year.
I mean, I've actually reached out to Trader Joe's. I haven't heard back from them. We reached out to Crumble Cookies. We did get a fairly substantial grant from Smith's today. So we can probably just buy the cookies.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Why isn't Crumble and Swig and So Delicious or somebody? I mean, they all have great cookies.
Yeah.
Right.
I would recommend that they would be individually wrapped. I don't think we really want to take the time to put them in a baggie. I think it makes more sense from the county if they're already pre-wrapped. I just think convenience and just hygiene. Not that I think this year you're still going to need to be a little sensitive to that.
Yeah. Oh, I for sure agree. But there's places that have the
Granny
little slips.
Yeah, Granny Bees would be a good idea.
I mean, yeah, that's a good one we can reach out to. I know Seuss didn't want to be a part last year, but who knows, maybe they'll want to, this year and strum up some business from.
Yeah, I reached out to Seuss too. I haven't heard back. I've got some follow-up to do next week.
Okay.
And I can add Granny Bees.
Because like the cellophane slip kind of.
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
Yeah.
We bought cookies from Harmon for a library event, and they did charge a little extra to individually wrap them, but they did that very efficiently. They were good to cut us a deal on like the Centennial cupcakes back in the day. So maybe Harmon's is one to consult as well.
That's a great idea.
Well, we're working with them.
If not, you can just wrap them in cellophane wrap.
Yeah.
Just have plastic wrap, just slide it, stick the cookie on, wrap it up and throw it in the bag. That could be part of the assembly line.
Well, no, those are some good ideas. We'll work towards something to kind of just spice that up. Now, one thing they did bring up that they want to do, has anybody ever been to Mapleton Days? I guess they do every year this ping pong ball drop where a helicopter flies over. They drop a ton of ping pong balls into the grass. The kids get to pick them up and they all have a number. And then they have a raffle. And so you look for your number and then get prizes. And I guess it's like the big thing down there. Well, the person that's bringing their helicopter is the person who does that for Mapleton Days. They want to do something like that for us. And if you Google videos of it, you'll see it.
I think that sounds amazing.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So
That sounds like a blast.
Mm-hmm.
I did talk to Jason Adamson, and I think he's generally okay with it. So we'll explore that a little more. We'll probably get little branded Summerfest ping pong balls and drop those. So anyways, other than that, I think it'll look a lot like last year, and that's okay. It's fun. It's easy. Oh, and then we'll probably bring an electric train for kids to do like the trackless trains where kids can do train rides.
Yeah.
Add that into.
The Daily Herald did call me on a side note, and when she was talking to me, I was like, you know what? There should be like a lot of people are looking forward to this. There should be some fun, surprises like that. And I think I think maybe we do brainstorm and bring some things in that we've never done before and mix it up and, make it look like Orem Summerfest. We are excited just as much as you are to bring this back. And so cool. I think that we do. I think that we do go a little bigger. It doesn't have to be more expensive, but a little bigger and outside ideas. I think that's great.
Cool. So that's the car show. We're in a good place. We're going to meet every 3 weeks with them and keep planning it.
Awesome. Okay. Let's move on. Kat, what do you got for us?
So sounds like we're good to go for the VIP hospitality tent. That's great. I had a question for you, Kenna, on the sponsors and donations and stuff. Usually we've had Dairy Queen donate dilly bars for the pool and the hospitality tent. Are they not doing the hospitality tent this year?
They are. I meant to cut and copy and put that on yours too, and I forgot. So sorry. They are donating them.
Okay, that's awesome. Just didn't know about that. And then I have reached out to the Rotary Club about the breakfast and have not heard anything back from them yet. I'm waiting to hear answers from them. But for now, I think we'll just plan on it unless we hear otherwise.
So hospitality tent is Apple Spice and Chick-fil-A or your sponsors?
Yeah, and then Dairy Queen.
Oh, and Dairy Queen. Okay.
And Kenna kind of mentioned this today. We got a $5,000 sponsorship from Smith's, and they're giving us a gift card for $5,000, which a gift card like that is going to be, terrifying to carry around, but we can essentially fill in a lot of holes for food and needs with that. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, I was going to talk to Kenna and see about like the plates and the utensils and stuff like we did before with Smith's. So
how are we doing that with like wristbands again? Like, what are we thinking that looks like?
I think the wristbands were a good idea.
Just allocate so many to each.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we've got some husband-wife teams on here.
In the area, depending on how big it can be, depends on how many each person will get.
Okay. Awesome. Is that it, Kat?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, baby contests and helicopter. Nathan?
So, Steve, did you say that somebody else is bringing a helicopter? So I don't need to worry about that?
I think we could not worry, but yeah, the car show people just have one they bring that night for the car show. But that could check that box for us. It's one of the investors for this company. And yeah, I think we could be good to, if that's something you're okay with.
Yeah, that's great with me.
Okay.
I wanted to mention, I looked over Kenna's list, and we do have the Chick-fil-A books still that we've held in reserve from last year. So we'll use those. As far as each year in the past that I've been involved with this, we have had the Provo, I can't even remember, Stadium of Fire, it's whatever it is, their Provo days. They've kind of piggybacked on the baby contest. And there's a gal that helps us out, and she does additional, goes and finds additional prizes and stuff for a standout. I just wanted to make sure that the committee is still okay with us doing that.
Yeah, I forgot about the connection with Provo, the Freedom Festival.
Freedom Festival, thank you. Yeah. So if that's okay, we'll continue to do that. And they've been a good support as far as kind of supplementing to what Kenna is already doing such a great job doing, but specifically getting some of the large prizes from different vendors or different businesses.
Yeah, Miki's on board. I don't know what they're on board for. So I will keep you posted with them.
Did you say Macy's?
Yeah, Minky they're on board. They just don't know what they're going to be able to do this year. So I'm waiting to hear back.
Okay. Yeah, they've kind of progressively trimmed back every year, it seems like. And last year, I think we bought half of them.
I think we lost you, Nathan.
Yeah, let me know how that goes. And then just for that, use the rec center. Oh, no. Can you hear me now?
You're back. You're back. You're back.
Hello.
Maybe not.
Sorry, I must have driven through a dead spot. Oh, no.
All right. Nathan, I think we might have to pause on your remarks until okay. Let's move on for a minute until we're in a better reception place. We'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. He muted, so he knows that we're moving on. Okay, so let's move on real quick. Sorry, I paused out for a second. Are we in cahoots with the Freedom Festival then? Is that what he said, or we're not?
Yeah, I think we are. We didn't do it last year, so I think we just kind of forgot about that piece, but that's usually been an important part of making it successful.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll get back to him when we can. Let's move on then. Kiersten, storytelling and spirit.
Okay, and an apology for not being muted.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Oh, hello.
All right, am I on? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, super excited to start with the kickoff event. I shot for the moon, everybody helped me, and we got there. So we are having Kim Whitecamp is coming in, and we will also have Sam Payne, who will, and his jazz quartet. He will act kind of as a, I don't know, MC for the whole thing. He and Kim have worked together on the stage before, and they will craft the evening together so that it won't just be like band and storyteller. They'll kind of mix it up and do some things together and do it separate. She'll still be the main teller. And we'll start at 7 and we'll go till 8:30. And right now we don't have an ice cream vendor set up, but Ken has lined up Waters so far and hotel for our teller. And Charlene, is the library then going to use Kim on Saturday night? Did that ever get finalized?
Yeah, we've talked about it. I don't know that we've done anything contractually yet, but we're committed to doing it.
Okay, awesome.
Are we just executing
Sure.
one contract on
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, and I've included that in the agreement with her on behalf of the city. So John Ditto's reviewing that right now, and then it would be for essentially, yeah, two performances at the price we agreed on.
So it's our understanding that it would serve as the entertainment for the VIP dinner, which will also be held at the same location. And then we can make it available for additional people who are not coming to the dinner.
That's my
Correct.
understanding.
Yep. It'll be a limit. I mean, Chard, you know this because you brought it up, but limited event as far as capacity. So once we have that kind of set number for the VIP, then we'll know how many can be made available for public.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, and is that it, Kiersten, or you want to say something about
And
Spirit
Kim,
Awards?
I didn't know this I'm not in the storytelling world. Shar is better. Kiersten is better. But Kim's like one of the best in the business. Like she's really, really good. We got her at a rate, honestly, probably 15% of what we get her for other times, but she just doesn't perform in public a lot right now. And she has a lot of friends out here. So she wanted to come and be a part of it. We got really lucky this year that it worked out.
Yep. And then we were able also with Sam to be able to book her with BYU Radio. They have a podcast, Appleseed, and she'll be spending all day recording with them and interviewing. And so that will be good. I've also reached out to Tempenoga Storytelling Festival, and they may also use her just for an event for their sponsors. They like to do, little events for their sponsors. And so they may, but they won't know for a month.
Awesome. That
So-
sounds amazing.
So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really good night. She is really enjoyable. She's a hoot. And they're all three very talented entities. So that will be great. And then as far as Spirit Awards, I just need to know, I guess, where we're at with that. Pete, you were going to post it. And I'm sorry that I am just the annoying person that's not on social media. So I don't know what's going on with it and who we have. But if I have 2 names, I will interview and get those write-ups and pictures to Pete.
My question is, do you feel like are we getting good submissions, do you think, based on the questions that we have, or do we need to retool that? I mean, in the past, have you been happy with the submissions, or do you feel like we could do better?
I thought they were really great. I didn't know the gal that we did last year personally, but she was fantastic. When I met with her, I could see what everybody was saying. And I guess there were quite a few people that were really positive about her from several different areas that she's interacting in. So like the school and, her little community she lives in and people that she grew up with, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I still feel like I'm super new to that, and then I don't really know a lot about it. So I'm really open to feedback.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you feel like we're getting quality candidates, then I'll just do the same thing we've always done, and then you can kind of sift through them.
Okay.
You know who would be a good candidate is, I think his name was Tim Crandall. Was he the longtime teacher at Hillcrest, I think? And he owns Crandall Farms right on Center Street and 8th East, Orchard. Does anybody know him?
I don't know.
Maybe he's not the legend I thought he was. Okay.
So he actually was my vice principal at Cascade Elementary when I was going to school. So he's been around a long time.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, is that it from you, Kiersten?
I think
Awesome.
so.
Thank you, thank you. Sounds amazing. Okay, Bill. Is Bill with us? I thought so. Yep, he's here. Bill with Student Marshals Hot Dog and Pie Eating Contest.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Okay. Student Marshals, I've only gotten one response back from principal. I'm going to reach out to them on the phone on Friday and see if I can get that process moving a little quicker with the rest of them. As with food and pie eating, I think we're good to go with that. I think Steve or Pete might have more information on that than I do.
I have the hot dog. reached out to Wiener Schnitzel. They know the date, they know the time, they're ready to go. Kenna has more information on the pies.
Yeah, so Apple Spice isn't going to be able to do the pie eating contest. So I've been working with Harmon's. The bakery manager is good to go, but we need to get store director approval. So I'm working with them. If not, I will seek out Kneaders and a couple of other places as well if needed. So
What about Black Bear? Black Bear has those little tiny pies too.
yeah, we talked to Black Bear last year and they weren't interested.
Oh, okay.
How about Village Inn?
It's gone.
Business.
So Village Inn is gone sadly, unless we go to Provo.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we'll keep looking. I told our economic development people is we need an actual bakery in Orem. So like,
Have you seen that bakery?
How
that
about Smith?
well, yeah, we may end up using Smith.
Hey, that's true.
True.
there's that new bakery over in the strip mall by let's see what's there by Zaxby's. There's a bakery.
Yeah, I was gonna contact them if I needed to. So if Harmon's doesn't come through, that was another one I was looking at. It's starts with an M. I can't remember.
Yeah. But hopefully we don't spend too much more time trying to track down pies when we've got $5,000 gift card we're trying to use.
Right.
True.
Yeah, definitely.
True. Okay. Thank you, Bill. And everybody else. Okay, who is next? Let's see. Catherine isn't on here, but does anybody know anything about the pool party or are we doing the chess tournament? What are we looking at on there?
So the pool party is under control. It will be Tuesday night. The pool is reserved. We have 2 sponsors this year. We have Dairy Queen and Intermountain Healthcare. Intermountain Healthcare will be doing some door prizes and some things along with the deli bars with Dairy Queen. So
How fun. Is there a way to like make it more interactive, or I don't know.
Have
Like,
some games of sorts or something.
find a hidden something, or I don't know, make it, instead of just be like, hey, here's a dilly bar, and then we don't see you the rest of the night. I don't know. I was just thinking outside the box. Maybe
Yeah.
it's fun to have like a game or two, or an I Spy, or
I think
don't know.
Spy sounds really fun, and I think you could also do like a relay race type thing, and have them be something where they like dress up funny for it, and they can
totally.
get prizes for that. That might be fun.
I could talk to Intermountain Healthcare. They what they're going to do is they're going to be donating, creating a life jacket lending library at the pool. So, I don't know if you've seen those at other pools, but donating a bunch of life jackets that can be used when people are in the pool. And I'll talk to Laura about maybe doing some of those types of activities there because they want to promote that program. So I will ask her about that.
Oops. That's awesome. All right. Anything else? So we've already secured the dilly bars though, right?
Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
we're good there.
Okay. So yeah, I just think that again, just more interactive, something to pull everybody together. Just fun. Again, outside the box. Okay, Liz, you ready?
Yes, also it's very loud in here and I apologize. Hey, no talking.
Hey, we just all feel like we're at dinner with you guys. It's
I know.
fantastic.
Yeah, good. It's delicious also. So if anyone needs the recipe, I'm not gonna lie. This is like crazy good.
It's like a
Okay,
Kardashian
so-
show. I love it.
What?
Like the Kardashians. It's like we're in the Wolf home,
It's like you just moved in with us.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was out of town last week, and so I really didn't get a lot of progress made, but we do have Parade Cloud set up. I noticed that we don't have a link for that when I go to like the Summerfest website.
Yeah, that's true. We do need to get all the website stuff set up. I'll make a note to get that done.
Okay, perfect. So because of that, there aren't any applicants yet. I was thinking of reaching out to all in Kenna's email, it said there were several who wanted to be sponsors. So I was thinking maybe if Kenna, once we get that link, you can just email them that link so that they can all just fill out the application through there. And then I was gonna reach out to the high schools to get them grooving. And then hopefully as word of mouth gets out that we are gonna be doing Summerfest, we'll just start getting those applications in for the commercial entries. Let's see, let me check my notes real quick. We've got the flyover, kind of, sort of. So Barry Hancock, who's done it in the past, and he has started working for the airlines. He said he probably can do it, and he'll know for sure that he has that day off as of May 22nd. So that's obviously cutting it real close. But he said it's more than likely not a problem with him being able to request the day off so early. He also said he probably has several planes to be able to put up there, so it will be cool. So we're just kind of banking on that working out like that.
Awesome.
Now, Liz, I think, I think last year, the application through Parade Cloud, I think we had that all figured out, ready to go, didn't we? So we should be able to just use that.
Yeah. Well, I have to go in and look at it more. I think I need to just put in that payment link. I think I might have to re-put that in.
Oh, okay.
And I might need to copy some settings from last year. But once there's a link on the website, or that we email out to people or whatever, then it'll just take them to Parade Cloud, and immediately when they finish that, it'll take them to the
payment. That's right.
No, not to the payment, because the payment we had to do as like the approval.
Oh,
it was the agreement, because there's like the application and agreement, and then also agreement and paying. So you have to agree twice.
Okay.
Even also, there's the ability for if there's a sponsor, so, it's a sponsor benefit, so they don't have to make payment, so they can just click that they're a sponsor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be helpful.
Yeah.
I think that probably the way to do that will be just for me to have a list of the sponsors, because then that'll just change the email that I send them. So I'll be sending them out emails saying, yay, you're going to be in the parade, and then here's the link for the payment, or show up at this time, or whatever the information is. Obviously, like the nonprofits and stuff. Well, I guess they do. I can't remember. What did we decide last year? I know 2 years ago, there was discussion about the nonprofits having to pay so that they wouldn't not show up and mess everything up. Did we continue with that?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? Okay. So yeah, I think that was it. Was just it'll just change the email that I send out. So if once we have that list, and you just give that list to me, then I'll just know who to send those emails to, or which emails they get.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I'm at right now.
I am, just so you know, I am working. I reached out to confirm that we have those double chapels for the staging. They're just passing me on to a new person. There's a new stake president there, so we're just working through that. But the hope is to be able to use that.
Have you reached out to him already? Because I have. Because you forwarded me all those emails. So I reached out to President Bednar, and was it just either yesterday or this morning? My days are blurred. I can't remember which. He had responded back and was like, "What are the hours that you'll need? Parking lots and any other information you think is important." So I told him anything, and I said, this is really my first time doing it, so I don't know what you might need, but here's some information.
Great.
So I told him, we don't need the buildings at all, and we just need the parking lot. I estimated on time. I said probably from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. I figured that's a wide enough range to the staging there.
No, that's great. Then we're in a good place.
He said that he has a meeting with the area presidency this Sunday, so he's hoping to be able to bring it up to them this Sunday to get that approval.
Okay.
Awesome. Couple questions with that. Just, I know that we have talked about in the past, but I don't know what it's going to look like with COVID rules of how many and what's going to happen there. And then the second question, I know we also talked in the past how to do the candy, our favorite topic. So are
Well, I
we
don't know,
gonna
Debbie, do
continue
you
with
think you're gonna
that?
volunteer at the city council to pass it out like you were planning last year?
They love passing out candy. They'll be 100% with passing out candy.
Well, what I'm wondering is,
But we can
will
cer-
they pass it from the sidewalk or from
Yeah.
the street, you know, instead of passing it from the
Oh
vehicle?
yeah,
From the curb.
Yeah, we'll follow the rules. We'll
Okay.
do whatever you want. But yeah, they love to walk in and pass it out.
That's fine. As long as we keep it in the curb area.
And we
I don't want-
that may be another thing that Utah County gives us the guidance on.
Okay.
So we'll see if that may be something that they say no, because it's hard to control that. But
Totally.
We'll see.
And that's fine if the county says no, but if we have a choice, I know city council loves that.
Yep.
That will.
Okay. So that's just two things to figure out when the time comes.
My question was social distancing. Are we going to have families apart, or will we let Utah County tell us?
I think we're at the mercy of Utah County right now.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how that would work. I mean, are we gonna like have to go along the entire parade route and mark off sections? Because that sounds terrible.
No,
Yeah.
Jeremy Jamison and his team have agreed to police that.
No, we have not.
That's
Okay.
awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Liz. You guys are wonderful. Okay, moving right along. Let's just zip down this. Anything from you, Stephen?
No, honestly, not other than that. Other than if any of you just need some time to kind of spend one-on-one, or not one-on-one, one-on-two, because usually it's Pete and I just kind of talking through your event and just talking through logistics, just reach out to us and we'll meet outside of this and just talk through things. We've done that with a couple of events already, and it's a good chance to just pound through some details and work things out. And like we've talked about all the last couple of years, we appreciate all the volunteering you do. However, we recognize you have lives outside of this. This is our 40 hours plus a week. So we're happy to take any of the heavy lifting off you that we can and let you just kind of focus on kind of the visioning and what you want to see out of it. We're happy to do the work. Just let us know.
Awesome.
I would love to sit down with Pete and go through registration and stuff like that. When we can get a minute.
Yeah, we'll reach out to you, Nate, and set something up.
Sounds great.
Do you have some COVID vaccines at your house?
I do not have COVID vaccine at my house. I have had the COVID vaccine though, and I can give you a transfusion if you want. I know why you guys were laughing at me. I was listening and it sounded like everybody sounded really long, like this. Yeah. So I hope it doesn't do that again. But I did want to ask because I missed the first part of the meeting and thought maybe you had addressed this. Are we approved by the health department to use the rec center for our event?
Yeah, we're set to use it, and we'll have to show you the room. It's nice. It's the room we're looking to use is right when you walk in. It's right off to the right, brand new. It's beautiful. So we'll have to, when we meet to talk about the event, we'll have to go over there and check it out so you can kind of get the vision.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
It's plenty big though. It's a really good size room.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay, thank you. All right, Kenna.
I sent everyone updates, Jill sent those to everyone, so you should have everything. The only new things that really happened today is we got the Smiths grant, which kind of covers all the our food needs. Utopia, we also got a Utopia grant. So Tim and Jim, Utopia will need a booth with the city booths, like they have in the past.
Will do.
So I think that's all that happened since I said that out. So, but if you guys have other needs, let me know. We do have, just let me know what you need. We have some people kind of in the wings that might be willing to do gift cards or certificates, things like that. So like Taco Migo's on board already, but we're looking at some other options for other things. So if you need anything else, just let me know.
What about the appreciation dinner? When did that
Oh,
say?
I totally forget about that. So the appreciation dinner is going to be, sorry, Tim, but the night of June 5th, it will be at the new library hall. We are not, Governor Herbert has agreed to be the Grand Marshal, so he will be there with his wife. And we will honor the Grand Marshal and the student marshals there. I'm not sure what time right now, because we've got to figure out the storytelling, but the storyteller, we will have dinner and then move into the auditorium for the storytelling. And so we're looking at a new caterer in Orem, Green Hollow Catering. I don't know if anyone's ever used them for the catering of the meal. We do have 2 fairly large sponsors for the event, which is helpful for the food. But it should be a nice evening, and we'll go from there. But yeah, just tentatively put on there that night. So June 5th.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Kenna. Okay, Reed, budget.
All right, this is what you guys have all been waiting for. Let me share my screen. What you're looking at is, let me zoom in a little bit too. What you're looking at is the budget that we've put together. At some point, we'll want to approve it, but just to show everyone, these are all of the. This is where we will record all of the expenses. This is the budget. This is what we expect you will spend on your events. So Kenna, $2,500 for the appreciation dinner. Nate, $5,000 for the baby contest. Ashlie, you're not going to spend anything for the boutique, but we'll jump over here to revenues to show how you're involved there. John Whittaker, $2,400 for the car show and barbecue. Sallie Mathews, $6,700 for children's crafts and activities. Kiersten, $4,000 for the kickoff party. Charlene, $5,000 for the entertainment at City Park. Tim, $15,000 for equipment rental. Trevor, $12,000 for fireworks. Bill, $500 for student marshals. Jim, nothing for food vendors. Catherine, nothing for the pool party or chess tournament. Kat, $500 for the VIP tent. Liz, $3,900 for the grand parade. Pete, $16,000 for the magazine booklet. And we're not going to pay any sponsors anything. They're going to give us money. Now, some of you have where you're not spending money, you will be making money for us. So it's my job to make sure that the city contributes $14,000 from its funds for this. Nate, we expect that people will, as people come to the baby contest, we're expecting to earn $5,000. Ashlie, we want to earn $8,500. Trevor, we estimate $5,000 from proceeds from the carnival. Of course, this all assumes that the carnival happens and all this happens, but we'll adjust this as we determine what's needed or what the county says. Jim, with all of our food vendor entries, we're planning on making $19,200. Liz, with parade entries, we hope to make $4,000. And with our expenses totaling $88,500, we need to have revenues totaling $88,500, which means we need $32,800 in sponsorship monies. You'll see that Kenna has already procured $42,990. So
Kenna,
we should be in good shape, assuming that everybody is able to make the amount of money that we need here. So please make note of what you are expecting, the limits that we want you to spend, and also do your best to make sure that we're going to make the amount of money. And if we do so, we will be in the black and City Council will be happy with our efforts. Any questions?
Kenna raised or Charlene has her hand raised.
All right, Char.
Reed, is the $5,000 for the stage for the sound provider?
I believe so. That's what we've used it for in the past.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, Reed, do we need to get some money for the shirts?
That usually comes out of the administration budget
Okay,
right here.
perfect.
And Reed, I noticed, this is Nate, that we've got 6,600 from Temp, and we'll make up the final bit of that, so it'll be the full 10. that's
Oh,
coming
okay.
in.
Oh, down here. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So that's probably another 3,300 bucks, kind of.
Oh, I think that's just showing the amount that was paid last year, and then
It's included, it is included in the 42
yeah.
Oh, okay.
already.
The 10
But
is
they just
okay.
the difference there is just the 3,300, and then that's just showing that we're rolling over that money that we collected last year.
Right.
And I think with the budget too, I mean, we want to make sure you feel like that you're able to do your event the way you want to do it, and so we've plugged in numbers that we think can cover it. But if there's, and Reed's been great about this, if there's needs that are above and beyond that you feel like are going to make a big impact on your event, just let us know. We can this can be adjusted until it's kind of adopted. But given that we've done a great job and Ken has done a great job in fundraising, we have the ability to, do a little more if you feel like you need it to pull your event off.
Boy, Kenneth sure does do a good job. I kind of want to be a fly on the wall and listen to her pitch people. It's pretty awesome.
It's mostly
Orem
just
has nothing to do with me. Orem Summerfest is just very well known and people want to be part of it.
Okay, that's all I've got.
Thanks, Reed.
Reed, I have a question with,
Wait, Debbie, I'm done.
with getting some COVID monies from the federal government. If we have to buy extra things, when I'm thinking cleaning supplies, cleaning up things, is that something that we could use from our extra COVID money?
I imagine so. Stephen manages those accounts. So Stephen.
Yeah, we can make sure that those needs are being met for sure.
Okay, just want to make sure that there's COVID things that COVID pays.
One thing too, Tim, if you don't mind me bringing this up, we've historically we've always used Diamond Rental, and we've rented a lot of big tents and chairs. Diamond Rental is no longer in Orem. During the COVID, obviously big parties weren't happening, and people weren't renting big tents. They've consolidated up to West Jordan. Now we still have the ability to use their resources, but it is a question of, are there some things, and Tim can speak to these better, but for example, around the stage, we used to rent a huge tent and pack in a bunch of chairs. We didn't do it during COVID last year, and it worked out okay. People brought blankets and chairs, but is that something that maybe, while we're bringing most of it back, we're probably still in a good place to not try to pack a lot of people in really tight spaces. So we've talked about maybe some of those big rentals with a lot of chairs packed in underneath, foregoing those this year. Any concern there? Tim, elaborate on anything or correct if I said wrong.
No, you're correct on all that. We'll just we can put chairs out and just have it out in the sun and have them available and not have a big giant tent for them to kind of congregate underneath. That sounds fine with me. I do have another vendor that wants to put his name in the hat, I guess, for all the tents and stuff like that, so I can see what he has when I put this out to him, and then go from there. But I do need to have some tents for some of the events, of course, all the, but not the biggest one, probably we do without. Unless you guys deem it, we need to have it.
If the committee's comfortable, what we'll do is we'll look through that order that we usually do. And with that in mind, just maybe nix a couple of those ones that just create packed in gatherings.
For sure.
And then we can bring that back next, either in an email if we need to make a decision sooner than next meeting, but I think it'll be helpful and allow more spreading out. And honestly, that big tent was great for the people in the first two rows. Much further back, it's not like stadium seating, so you're not more elevated as you get back, so it's hard to see in the back.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the entertainment tent over by the stage?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to get roasted without that tent. I mean, people are going to really be unhappy.
Oh, okay. Is that like you'll be unhappy?
No, No, I mean, it's just a lot of people have used that. We don't know what the weather's going to be like, but people escape the heat over there. That's why some people sit down. I think that it will be looked at as a very big customer service downgrade.
What if we had the tent, but not the chairs? So people could just spread out with their own little picnic blankets or their own little families, but still have the shade and the relaxation from the tent.
The elderly people will roast you or me or whoever, because they don't get down on the grass like that.
So Char, let's just then make that part of the discussion. Let's just meet and go over that, what our historic diamond rental purchases has been. And let's just, with that in mind, for sure, we'll talk through it.
Yep. All right. Let's move on. Tim and Jim, do you guys have anything further for the parks?
I'm just that same note. I'm just getting on. I'm going to do the order to get some tents. I got to do the orders to get like the porta potties and get that stuff all reserved, and just kind of follow through with that. Have it ready to go in case we do this. If we don't do this, I'll just have it ready lined out. So, do we need the big set of bleachers for the parade? That's another thing I was thinking about. Is that too consolidated, having people smashing bleachers? Just a question out there, and then go from there.
Problem. We do like them, and I think we would prefer to have them if possible. We can socially distance if we need to.
I feel like that's probably something we have to wait to hear from the county on, because it's the same with like people watching the parade. How are we going to spread them out?
Now, Liz,
For sure.
I think we had planned this last year. We weren't planning on like putting the metal fencing up in front of homes, right?
Right. We're not going to do that. Last year we had talked about doing like, I can't remember exactly, something about like the grass area. But either way, if we can have those stakes in our parking lots, it won't even matter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Still my
Awesome.
turn.
Yep, go ahead, Jim.
I need one little input from Stephen and Peter. When does the farmer's market start?
Teacher guy on that.
Yeah, let me find the exact date for you. I don't want to misspeak here. I got to send you that login information too, Jim, so I will put that in the same email.
Reason why we are planning on reconstructing the parking lot that's on Center Street there, right where we set up for the bleachers and right where everybody parks. And I either need to have it done probably 2 weeks before Summerfest, so it's where we can use it without any worry, or I need to wait till after Summerfest and have it done before Farmers Market. So I'll just need to get that input from you and plan this accordingly so we don't find ourselves in the middle of a construction project when Summerfest starts.
Okay. Are we ready to move? I don't
I'm
know if
good.
There was like a hanging question there. I didn't. Or we'll just get back to that. Okay, so let's move on to volunteers then. Laura?
I have nothing new.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, we'll move on. Shar, do you have anything with entertainment?
We're just going to take the same approach for community-based groups, try and bring family audience type things, and then we will try to work around the schedule if we're doing scales and tails and other juggle nuts or anyone else like that. We'll try and work around the schedule there.
Awesome.
So nothing new.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Shar. All right, Jason's not in here. Anything from you, Pete?
So Jim, it looks like it's going to be July 7th is when the farmers market starts. And then we've just started preparations for the magazine. We're going to try to simplify it. In years past, there's been a lot of fluff because the magazine has to be done in increments of 4 pages. So we're going to try to cut at least 4 pages and get just a little bit more simplified, direct, streamlined magazine. And then, yeah, just got a bunch of stuff to do for social media and the website, which we should be able to knock out next week.
Awesome. And then is there a way that you can send me a link or something on how to get into my applications?
Yeah, I can do that.
Awesome. Anything else from you, Pete?
No, that's it.
They're due April 23rd.
What's due April 23rd?
Any advertisements are due
Okay.
April 23rd.
Okay. Awesome. All right, let's move on then. Is Trevor in here? No? Okay. What about Jeremy? Do we have anything from him?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Awesome. Debbie, do you have anything for us?
No, just a big thank you for everyone. I think it's going to be good, and I think people will be really looking forward to it. Like we've said, it's going to be a great family event. So excited to use the new library hall and the fitness center. Fitness center opens this Saturday, 9 a.m. So I think those two venues will be a good addition. And I like the idea of the ping pong drop and adding a few new twists this year. That's a great idea.
Great, great, great. Thank you, Debbie. And again, thank you to our committee. Like, I'm very, very thankful for the hours that you guys put in. And it is above and beyond that. You don't have to do this, and it's volunteer, and you guys are amazing. So I'm very, very thankful. Okay, do I need to do, next meeting is April 21st, I believe.
It is, you're correct.
Okay, April 21st.
Yes.
5:15. If you cannot make it, please send in. We're getting there. We're getting there that we need to start nailing some things down. But again, we're hung up with Utah County to make sure that we can get what we need to get.
Let me just throw this out there, and 5:15 obviously has worked for many of us. Since we're doing this online and not having to meet in person, is there anybody that wouldn't be able to make an afternoon meeting work?
It depends on what time.
Like around noon? Or
Oh.
what? Would that be tough? Because we don't have to change it, but
No, I've got kids in school at that time, so I'm pretty flexible with 12:1. But I don't know where everyone else.
Do Wednesdays. I can't do Wednesdays at noon, but I can do other days at noon.
Should we just send out kind of like a tentative, like, you know, these are some dates and times that work, and see what the majority can do?
maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just send it out. I don't want to take away from something else you have going on during the day. I just know for evenings it's around the dinner time, it's family time, and there's a lot of other things that are pulling for your time in the evenings.
Yeah.
But I recognize that's during the day. So let's plan on keeping this time for now, but I'm going to send something out. And if we find a daytime that works, then maybe we'll just look to adjust, or maybe that's something we look at in future years is finding a different time.
Yeah.
Either way, just wanted to make a discussion.
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
because I was gonna say Bryn's home on Wednesdays from junior high from school. So I have to be doing schooling with her all day.
Yep.
So it would be hard for me, but I could make it work. iPads are great.
Or a different day, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll look into that.
Sounds good.
That's awesome.
What's
Do
that?
I have to
Nate?
do a motion to end, or?
Yes.
Guys, I'm still really new at this.
Just we've said that when our meeting possibly is going to be next month, just ask for an adjournment. Everybody willing to go home now?
Yep.
Is that how you say it? That's terrible.
I move to adjourn. Is that what you say?
Yeah,
I move to adjourn.
I moved to adjourn. Okay, somebody said that, or do I? Okay, Nathan said that. He moves to adjourn. Can we say that?
Sure.
Okay, all in favor?
Hi.
Okay, any opposed? Anyone want to stay? Okay, thank you, committee. Y'all are great.
Thanks.
Have a good night.